and welcome along to Photoshop Tutorials. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brush tool and more importantly being able to create our own brushes. So as you no doubt be aware, in Photoshop we have a brush tool, and that's by pressing B on your keyboard will access the brush tool. We have the ability to choose from a number of brushes, and quite normally you would be using the brush tool in this fashion. So we have the ability also to create hardness or hard-edged brushes or soft brushes, and also the size, and the size can be changed up in the top of our options bar, so I can change it like so. But what we're looking at here is in fact a image that has been created with one single brush, and we're going to look at how we might do something like this today. So over here I've got a selection of images. Now we can create our own brushes for our own purposes by accessing any image that we find, any image at all. I kind of think that things that have been removed from their background and have a good degree of contrast, or nice strong darks and strong whites, make for me the best brushes. So these kind of things are kind of typical of what you might want to do. So I'm going to go ahead here and find this image online or whatever, and I'm just going to get my selection tool here, or my marquee tool here, and I'm just going to drag off an area around this image here. So I've got an image and I've made a selection from it, and then I simply need to drop down from my edit menu and define this brush. So over here he is now in a profile view, and I can give this a name if I wish, and I'm going to say OK. So that's good. Let's see how we go with the brush. So I'm going to just create a new document over here, and it doesn't matter particularly. I'm going to filter the background colour, and I'm going to use my brush now. So I'm going to pick a colour for my brush, and bear in mind that your brush will only work in one colour. It won't be a full colour image, it will just simply be the brush. So I've got my brush tool selected again by pressing B on my keyboard. I've selected my brush up here, and as you can see I've already created a few, but there's my brush. So I'm going to come along in here, and now I should be able to, with my brush tool selected, paint with my brush. Now I'm going to make a little school of sharks here. That is pretty much how we create custom brushes. So when you're creating a piece of artwork like this, always, you know, good practice to create new layers for each sort of idea, if you like. So then I can sort of, you know, undo if something didn't quite work out how I liked. So look, there's creating brushes, and look, there's some really wonderful and cool things you can do with brushes. It's as varied or as great as your imagination is. Look, that's creating brushes. Look, I hope that's been useful, so thanks very much, and I'll see you next time.